Hi, good afternoon. My name is Alessia P. Welcome to my blog. This is actually the first makeup video I've ever done, so if it's horrific, I do apologise in advance. Basically today I wanted to share with you the look that I did in my photo shoot yesterday, and it's a winged smoky eye. So we're just going to do the eyes today, and I feel that it's quite a good look that you can translate into daily life. So you can use it for if you're going out on a night out. I mean, smoky eyes are all the rage at the moment, and I always get people asking for a smoky eye. So let's begin. Right, I've got my notes here so I don't forget what I'm going to say. So first of all, with a smoky eye, the fundamental thing that I find to use is a black kohl pencil. The reason using a kohl over just a normal eyeliner is because they're a lot softer, so you can really work with them and they blend really, really well. The one I'm going to use today is a kohl matte eyeliner, and it's seen better days. It's been very well loved, and that one is called Smolder, and this is actually my favourite. I use it always when I do a smoky eye. So the first step I'm going to do today, sorry, my mirror's over here, so that's what I'm looking at, is we're going to colour in the eyelid. It does feel a little bit daft, but it is very, very effective. So I'm going to start, just go over the whole lid, if you can see what I'm doing. So it doesn't need to be a work of art, this, just make sure that the whole of the surface is covered. And because it's a winged look, we are going to bring it out at the corner. So if you just take that out just at the corner, like so. Don't worry that that's not okay. We're going to blend that all out anyway in a minute. So hopefully that will be okay. So it will look something like that. And again on the other eye. Make sure you go right down to the lash line, especially if you've got fair lashes, so that you've got it all covered and there's no gaps. Ooh. And again, just at the corner, just to bring that out slightly. Okay, so you will probably feel a little bit daft, but hopefully you'll be in the comfort of your own house, so you won't have anyone to watch. Right, so next step, once you've done this, is I'm going to use a synthetic brush. This one is a Chanel one, so as you can see it's man-made, which are really great for when you're using kohl, because it doesn't absorb, so a hairbrush will absorb, so that's fine, but synthetic is better. And what we're now going to do is we're just going to make sure that that's all blended. Again, at this stage, it doesn't have to be a work of art. We're just making sure that it's all no gaps. And at this point, you can really make out the shape of the wing. So we're just gonna, so it's now looking like that. And on the other eye, just really making sure that it's all blended and even as well. That's my main thing, is that I can get one eye looking great, and it's probably something that all of you have experienced. You get one eye that always looks great and then the other one is a little annoying. So let's try and get that as even as possible. Okay, so you might ask why I'm using a kohl underneath the eyeshadow, and basically a kohl will add a real intensity to a smoky eye. I don't know if you've tried before with just an eyeshadow, like a really, really black eyeshadow, and you'll find that it goes on and it looks dark, but it's almost like a really, really dark grey. It doesn't look completely black. So the kohl underneath will just help bring out an intensity, really, really strong, bold, smoky eye. And also it holds the eyeshadow on, so it acts as almost like a primer underneath the eyeshadow as well. So there's lots of good reasons why to use a kohl. So the next thing I'm going to use, for this shoot I didn't use black eyeshadow. I did a deep green smoky eye. I had a beautiful Russian model who you can see on the post. She had these fantastic blue eyes, so this looked sensational on her. I'm going to use this sort of mossy sea green here that you can see, and this is in a Chanel palette, which is number 20, and it's called Regard Perle. So I'm going to use that one, and I'm actually just going to use the sponge tip applicator that comes with the palette. And now these are really good for using in smoky eyes. You can get these anywhere in Boots, you can buy packs. The sponge tip really holds onto the colour, so you can really pack it on, because you want to pack on a load of colour on top of that kohl pencil now. So I'm really gonna make sure that I've got loads and loads of that in there, so you can see it's almost saturated with colour. So now we're just going to press that on. Oh, I'm slipping. So make sure you just press that in. And this is a beautiful colour, it's metallic. So in the light it really catches well. And with this you don't have to use just a green. Any colour, you can use a dark purple. I've got one here which is like a dark blue, which is gorgeous as well. So anything like that. And that's one by Kiko, which is a brand from Milan, which is fantastic. Really cheap. I think you can get it in Westfields in London. I've only ever found it abroad, but that's another fantastic makeup brand. So now again we're gonna just pack that right on top of the kohl. How's that looking? Okay, so once you've done that, as you can see now, you can kind of see the colour. Sorry about the quality of the video. I'm using my Mac computer, so I don't actually have a recording camera or anything at the moment, so this will have to do. It's not the best, and I appreciate that, but hopefully you can still see what I'm doing. So next step after we've done that is to use a blending brush. I'm actually going to use this MAC one here, which is pretty much what I always use, and it is number, I think that's 217. It has rubbed off, and that just shows how much I use it. Make sure when you're blending, always use a clean brush so that it doesn't transfer any colour and it gives a really neat smoke. So, right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the brush just on the top of the line here, and we're going to use a sort of medium pressure, and we're just going to blend that out. So just, and this is what creates this sort of smoky effect where it goes from dark to light. So we want to make sure that there's no line there. So yeah, don't go too soft, but also don't be too rough with it, because it will take off the colour from underneath. So just a medium pressure, and again, because we've got that wing, we're just going to go under the wing there, bring that out. Now just blend that a bit more, because you can see the line there. So now it's sort of looking a little bit more smoky. And again on the other eye. Now I find this a really effective and simple way to do a smoky eye, because they can be quite daunting. Before I trained as a makeup artist, I never knew how to master a smoky eye, and it really is simple once you use the kohl and the eyeshadow method. It does take a little bit of practice, but it is really quick and easy to learn. And it's fun to experiment if you use other colours, so you don't have to use just a black smoky eyes. There's so many different colours you can use to create one. So let's see how that's looking now. Okay, so as you can see now, we've got the wing. I'm gonna use my fingers, be naughty, just sharpen that up slightly. There we go. Okay, so now you can sort of see the smoky eye coming to life. So now what I'm going to use is a slanted brush, and I'm going to put a bit of black eyeshadow on. This is just to define the lash line. So I'm just going to use this one here called Carbon, and that is by MAC, and that's just a matte black. So again, just going to pop a bit of that on my brush, tap off the excess, and we're just going to pop that in the lash line. And as well, if you've got like very fair lashes, this is a very key step to making sure that there's no gap between the eyelid and the lash line. And this will just intensify the lashes as well and intensify the look. So if you can see the difference between the two, very subtle. Excuse me, I've got a cold. And on the other eye, tap off the excess. There we go. Oh, I did forget. For the shoot that I did yesterday, I actually took the colour inside the inner corner of the eye. So by that, you just pop that in there. And I'll do that just for the video purpose. But I mean, for a normal sort of day-to-day evening makeup, I would say probably best that you didn't do this. I mean, you can if you want to, but I think it actually looks better to keep it clean in there. So as you can see, like that. It does look a bit odd for daily wear, so I don't know whether I'd necessarily wear it out, but each to their own. Okay, so now we're going to do the underneath of the eye. So again, we're going to use our trusty MAC Kohl, and we're just going to pop that underneath the lash line. And I'm going to take about 3/4 of the way in. I don't want to take it right up to the inner corner, because that can actually close off the eye, make the eye look smaller. So just taking it about 3/4 of the way in, sort of stop maybe at your tear ducts. That's a good sort of way to measure it. There we are. Okay, and then I'm going to use this Chanel brush, number 24. And this is great because it's got a point, so it's really, really easy to get right under the lower lash line. And I'm again going to use the green from the palette, and I'm just going to pop that on top of the kohl that we've just put on. Okay. So for the photo shoot that I did yesterday, the photographer wanted to keep it clean under the eye because it's quite a natural smoky eye, if that exists. But for day-to-day wear, I would, if you're wearing it for a night out, you want it to be really, really bold. So I'd also put a kohl liner inside the lash line. So I'm just going to run that inside. Really, really to intensify. And just under the other eye. And you can take that right into the corner of the eye there. So you can see it makes the eyes pop more and defines them. So next we're going to use mascara, which is one of my personal favourites in makeup. I generally don't leave the house if I don't have mascara on, which is sad but true. And I'm using YSL mascara, which is the False Lash Effect in black, and this has been a personal favourite of mine since I was about 15. It has gone up in price quite considerably, so it is my one vice, and I do spend more money than I should on mascara, but for me it's an essential. So with this we're just going to load it on. The more the better. Don't be afraid when you're doing a smoky eye to wear too much mascara. God, there is no mascara, in my opinion, like this one out there on the market. It is so good. And again, on the other eye. So you can really load that up, and if you want as well, if it's a night out, to wear fake lashes as well, they look really great with a smoky eye, then you can do that. But for today I'm just going to use mascara. Okay. So you can see the mascara there. Okay, so I think that we are done as far as the smoky eye is concerned. What I would do is finish off, because when you're using dark pigments, you can get a lot of fallout under the eye. So you can either do your foundation afterwards or just use a fantail brush to sweep away any of the fallout, and then use a under eye concealer. I'm using Chanel Eclat Lumiere in number 20 Beige Clair, and just pop a little bit of that under the eye to brighten. This one's a really great one because it's a concealer and it's also got light reflectors in, so it brightens the eye, but it also conceals any of those nasty dark circles that we're all used to from our lives of partying. So there we go. And there we go, that's the finished look. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope it wasn't too terrifying. And I hope that you'll look forward to having a go with this look for a night out soon. So thanks for watching and have a lovely day. Bye bye.